Hello everyone, I'm your Immortal Hellseeker back with another review, and today I will be checking out the McFarlane Toys, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Darkseid or Uxas figure, whatever you want to call him, because it technically isn't Darkseid. Now, I'm not reviewing him here because my review setup, one, I don't think I could fit the figure on there because he's so big. Also, it's kind of a mess, and I kind of wanted to take advantage of this open area over here on my shelves, if you want to call it that table, it really is. Where I used to display my Marvel figures, and I moved them all onto a new shelving unit that I bought. So I did put a new video on that, by the way. Go check that out. I made that this morning. Anyway, this bastard just came in today. Let's take a look at the packaging, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. So the packaging we get on this guy, wow, it is big. Right there it says Darkseid down below, Justice League 2021, DC Multiverse. At the top, you get the Justice League logo. On the side, we see Darkseid from Justice League. Thank you, Todd, for not putting Snyder Cut on there. This is the real Justice League. Justice League 2021 again. We have a big picture of Darkseid or Uxas scene on the back. Says Justice League, says Director's Cut, not Snyder Cut. Whatever. 2021 film. That is what the trading card is, by the way. Do think that's a really good picture of Darkseid. And down below, we actually get a look at every single figure in the line. I have all of these except for Steppenwolf. I need to get him pre-ordered. I actually probably won't pre-order him because he's out of stock in most places. I will probably just buy him in the store. But I do have Aquaman, Batman, Cyborg, Flash, and Superman pre-ordered. If I find them in stores, I'm just going to cancel my pre-orders and I'm just going to buy them. But I do have them all coming. If you want to know McFarlane Toys, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, there you go. Also, I did not get this in the store. I got this on Amazon. My pre-order shipped yesterday. I got him today. So, if you're curious, that's where he got it. He is currently out of stock and for pre-order for a obnoxious price of $70. But there is his barcode if you really want to check if any stores got him. And, you know, there's the... I don't know what the DCPI number is, if I'm going to be honest. I don't know where you find that. I think it's this... and then there's all the Lego shit. But yeah, this is an Amazon pre-order. Gotta be explicit on that. People are gonna ask me, where'd you get him? Where'd you get him? I didn't get him anywhere. I got him on Amazon. I pre-ordered him the moment they went up, even before they were announced by McFarlane Toys, and they probably went up illegally. I bought them on Amazon. I bought him. And that's it. And then I got the rest on Big Bad Toy Store. Then I canceled my Big Bad Toy Store order for CMD Store. If you're clueless on this line, there's no Wonder Woman because they already did a figure of her, which is not very good. I will show her in the comparison. Alright, let's look at some accessories. For accessories, we get your typical McFarlane Toys base. Same size as the normal one, nothing special there. Then we get the Darkseid card, which looks really cool. I do collect these, by the way. I love them. It does say his real name is Uxas. This version of the figure is Uxas, not Darkseid, but we do have a regular Darkseid in the armor coming. There's his bio right there. Legal shit. And then you also get his spear, which only the Uxas character used, even though he does come. This does come with the armored Darkseid too, from what the inbox images have leaked. It looks good. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but I do think that looks nice. And again, if you want to see my card stack, there you go. I have majority of these figures right here. I collect them pretty religiously, so I'm missing most of the Death Metal figures, though. That's about it. Like, that's like the biggest hole in my collection currently, is I don't have the whole Death Metal line. But I do have them all bundled up there, so. He is a big boy, I gotta say. Here is Uxas. I'm gonna call him that for the sake of this review. That is his name, so I'm gonna call him that, even though, yeah, it is technically Darkseid. I'm gonna call it Uxas because that's what the version of this figure is, even though I'm gonna use it as a Darkseid figure. The head sculpt, I think, is fantastic. It looks like it was ripped straight out of the film. I do wish the eyes were a little redder, but again, I don't know. We didn't see him really in any other environment that wasn't red. So I don't know if that's accurate or not. The head sculpt though is really nice, and this thing does pull down. So yeah, he has a weird fucking chin, looks like Thanos type shit. But that does go back up. Blah blah. He's got the Omega symbol kind of carved in his chest. He also has the a really nice diaphragm joint there, which I like a lot. Now again, he does have that pretty bad stomach. I know some are gonna ask me. You can kind of take advantage of it, and you can kind of make it look good, like so. You really have to take advantage with perspective, like McFarlane says. I don't think it looks terrible sometimes. On camera, it's looking really bad. I'm really trying to see how you can make it look good, but you really just kind of have to play around with it, and it doesn't look completely bad, but here on camera it definitely doesn't look good. But you kind of have to play with it around and really try to get it to look good. He does have double jointed elbows, which is really good, especially on this big of a figure. He doesn't look that big, but when you get him in hand, he is huge. His hands do move like so. Like that there. His legs move really nice. Only single jointed elbows. They do go about that far. Not the greatest. The ankle pivot is not great on mine, by the way. Both legs are stiff. So, he doesn't have thigh cut, but his thigh swivel is phenomenal. Like, really, this figure does not need thigh cut. Now let's just take a look at him. Now I think he could use a bit more paint, maybe in the chest area, but it looks good. There's his back, and the back looks really nice. Now this piece here on his, like, I guess skirt, whatever you want to call it, it is really loose, like really loose. Like it feels like it's about to break. I don't know if that's just mine or what, but be careful. That's what I recommend. Don't sit them like that. You know, the thing looks like it could easily tear if you're not careful. But again, I've never had one of these figures break on me like that, so it would probably be a first. Again, I think the head sculpt looks great. Let's take a look at some comparisons. As this is a big motherfucker, you do not realize that yet, and you won't until you get him, because I got him. The box is huge. The figure itself really blew me away in size. So here is Darkseid next to the Detective Comics 1000 Superman. That's the only basic Superman I have in this line. It's the only one they really made until the Snyder Cut line. And then here he is next to the Wonder Woman he's supposed to be posed with. Again, I think the scaling's good, but she's really big. I don't know. I don't dig it. Head sculpt doesn't look great. Not a fan of this figure. Here he is next to the Arkham Asylum Batman and the... I mean, here's Uxas next to... I get a pretty big figure being the Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 11 and the Spawn. Here he is next to the two McFarlane Build-A-Figures that I own, being the Merciless and the Bane. Bane is bigger than Darkseid, but he isn't as tall, and Merciless is shorter than Darkseid. But he was the first Build-A-Figure, so you can count him for that. I don't have Darkfather yet. I plan on building him. We'll see. Again, I really want him. It looks like a cool figure, but I got my Darkseid now, so I don't know. Still, again, these two Build-A-Figures I think are really good, and I've been really impressed. Even though there's parts of that Bane I dislike, I like that figure overall. And the Merciless is just amazing. It's a badass figure. For a quick Black Series comparison, here he is next to Obi-Wan and Cad Bane. For your Marvel Legends comparison, here he is next to U.S. Agent and last but certainly not least, here he is next to Retro Spider-Man and G.I. Joe Classified Snake. Alright, so what do I think of this guy? He is a badass addition to your collection. If you do not own a Darkseid, pick him up. And I just remembered two figures I feel like I should show. One that I kind of want to brag that I own, and then another one just because it's another Darkseid figure that I forgot to include. So here's a Mattel Unlimited Darkseid. It's alright. This is my only Darkseid for a few years. He's short. He's about the same size as your average 6-inch figure. And then this figure here is a Movie Masters figure. It was a Walmart exclusive variant that I've had since I was a kid from the Man of Steel movie. And this was a Movie Masters figure. This isn't a kid figure or anything. And that is this black suited Superman, which is pretty much a Snyder cut figure. So, yeah, that's really cool. Oh, no, there goes Uxas. So they do look good next to each other, despite him being a little too short. Because the Movie Masters line was like 5-inch. Also, dear God, I don't know where all these are. I have all 3, because again, you got to get 2 figures to even assemble one. There are these mother boxes here from the Mattel Multiverse line, and if you got both the variant of Batman and the variant of Cyborg, so like the basic outfit Batman and the mask Cyborg, you get all 3 mother boxes. I don't know where the others are, but I do have the Amazonian one here, so that's pretty cool. So I will use that in the thumbnail. Anyway, if you have one on pre-order, which a lot of my viewers from what I heard have, it's a good figure. You got a lot to look forward to. Again, if you don't like the stomach, there's not much you can do there other than wait for the armored one. But it's a good figure. With my flaws with it, again, the ankles are a little stiff. The articulation is really good, though. And it is a badass Darkseid figure. He's huge. He's imposing. I like him a lot. However, again, I could see why someone wouldn't like this figure. Still, he is a really close contender for my favorite figure in the DC Multiverse line by McFarlane. He kicks all kinds of ass, and I love it. Half the time, I haven't even posed him with other characters. I've just posed him by himself. And he is so good. I fucking love him. And it's crazy. This was my only Darkseid for so long. Don't need that anymore. No, I've had this since I was like pretty young. Again, this is from like the 2013 line. And it's not great. This is kind of like the post DC Universe Classics line, where they didn't want to do DC Universe Classics, but the figures were kind of like DC Universe Classics, but more modern. Because they ran out of classic designs. Anyway, he's a good figure. If you pre-ordered one from Amazon, you should be getting one soon. I got the rest of the guys from CMD store. Hoping I'll get them soon. If not, I am hunting for them in the store. I will review them as soon as I get them. Or I'll have a YouTube short, really, because, again, the YouTube shorts do amazing. Like, when I first upload them, they don't do great, and then I'll check, like, the next day, like, 24 hours later, and the videos have, like, 600 views. Fucking crazy, but they get views. They're fun to make, too, and they're quick. Like, I made the Darkseid one literally, like, maybe 2 minutes, if even. They don't take very long. They take just as long as they are to make as they are in general. Like, I could rush through one and they would still get a shit ton of views. Which I know is bad to say, but it's the truth. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I am your Immortal Health Seeker. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.